Ah, winter. It's rolling in. And that means cozy sweaters, hot chocolate, all the good stuff. But let's be real, it can also bring some unwelcome surprises. We're talking about sky high energy bills and, well, household emergencies. The good news, a little bit of prep work right now can make a huge difference for the entire season.
We all want that perfect winter dream, don't we? Just being warm, comfortable, with complete peace of mind. But for a lot of us, the reality can feel more like a constant battle with drafts, you get that shocking heating bill in the mail, or even worse, you're dealing with the nightmare of a burst pipe. So how do we close that gap? How do we make the dream the reality? Let's dive in. Okay, our first and maybe the most important mission is to seal up your home's envelope. The best way to think about it is like putting a warm coat on your house. This is your absolute first line of defense against that winter chill, and honestly, it's the single biggest way to make a dent in your heating bill. I mean, think about it this way. You would never just leave a window wide open all winter long, right? Of course not. But all those tiny little invisible drafts around your windows and your doors and even your electrical outlets, they can add up to do exactly that. You're just letting all that expensive, heated air pour right outside. So, how do you fix it? You go on a draft hunt. And trust me, it's way easier than it sounds. On a windy day, just walk around and feel for cold air near windows and doors. Find a draft, replace that old weather stripping. A lot of it is just a simple peel and stick job. A door sweep at the bottom of your front and back doors, total game changer. For windows, just grab a tube of caulk. And you know what? Don't forget those outlets. Those little foam insulators are super cheap, take seconds to install, and they stop a surprising amount of cold air. All right, so after sealing up the sides of your home, the next big battleground is right above your head. You know the old saying, heat rises? Well, your attic can act like a giant chimney, just pulling all that cozy, paid-for warmth right out of your house if it's not insulated properly. Here's a really simple test for you. Pop your head up into the attic. Take a look. Can you easily see the wooden ceiling joists that run across the floor? If the answer is yes, then you almost certainly need more insulation. And adding more isn't just about comfort. It can literally pay for itself in heating savings in just a couple of seasons. Okay, so we've covered comfort and we've covered savings. Now, let's switch gears to something even more critical, preventing a complete disaster. These next couple of steps aren't just about saving a few bucks. They're about protecting your home from serious, catastrophic damage. And believe me, the stakes could not be higher. A single pipe bursting because it froze can cause thousands upon thousands of dollars in water damage. We're talking floors, walls, your belongings. It is one of the most destructive and expensive winter problems you could possibly face. So to prevent this, you've got to protect your pipes, especially the ones outside. It's a really simple three-step process. First things first, disconnect all your hoses. Second, you got to find the shutoff valve inside your house for that faucet. It's usually in the basement, and turn it off. And finally, go back outside and open that tap. Let any of the water that's trapped in the pipe drain out. See? No water means no ice, and no ice means no burst pipe. Simple. Now, another major hazard is hiding right over your head. If your gutters are full of leaves from the fall, they can't drain. So water backs up, it freezes, and it creates this heavy wall of ice. That's called an ice dam. And that dam can actually force melting snow up and under your roof shingles, which leads to serious leaks and damage inside your home. All right, now that the outside is all secure, let's head inside and fine-tune your home's systems. These little adjustments are going to help everything run way more efficiently and, most importantly, more safely all winter long. Let's start with the heart of your heating system, the furnace filter. Now, it might seem like a small thing, but its condition has a massive impact. A clogged filter, it's kind of like trying to breathe through a pillow. It forces your furnace to work so much harder than it's supposed to. This wastes a ton of energy and puts major stress on the whole system, which can lead to an expensive breakdown, probably on the coldest night of the year, right? The solution is so easy. Just check that filter every month and change it when it looks dirty. Okay, here is a fantastic trick that costs you absolutely nothing. Go look at the base of your ceiling fan. You're looking for a little switch. Flip it so the blades spin clockwise. Now, on a low speed, this gently pushes all that warm air that's collected up at the ceiling back down into the room, making you feel warmer without ever having to touch the thermostat. It's brilliant. And finally, this one is non-negotiable. Let's talk safety. With your house all sealed up tight, it is critical that you test your smoke and carbon monoxide detectors every single month.
Carbon monoxide is odorless, colorless, and it is deadly, so this is crucial. And just take a few minutes to put together a little emergency kit, just in case a storm knocks out the power.
So, I know we've covered a lot, but don't feel overwhelmed. The best part about all this? You can get all of this done in a single weekend. I mean, think about that. One weekend of work for an entire season of warmth, savings, and peace of mind. Totally worth it.
So here it is, your weekend mission boiled down to 4 key tasks. Seal the leaks, go on that draft hunt, protect your pipes and clean out those gutters, tune up your heating system by changing the filter, and finally, check your safety devices. That's it. That's the whole plan.
And this is why it all matters so much. When you're taking these steps, you're not just doing chores. You are actively protecting your biggest investment. You are putting real money back in your pocket through energy savings. And you're making sure your home is that cozy, comfortable sanctuary it's supposed to be all winter long.
This explainer was based on essential tips from the pros over at Michigan Home Repairs. If you want to learn more, you can visit them at michiganhomerepairs.com or just give them a call at 810-304-2468. Thanks for tuning in and stay warm out there.